Essentially what we're doing is the problem that we are doing is from page 12. This is Tony and Eva had to do the same problem that you guys did. Okay? And then I asked you to factor just like Tony and Eva. So we're just going to factor it. We factored out a GCF. And now we can't use the X method in pink, so we're going to have to use the quadratic formula for the pink. Angie, tell me the quadratic formula. Okay, there was two mistakes, basic mistakes the students were making. Number one is this division sign. Make that very long. All over 2 times A. Remember your A value is inside, so that is 1. B value is 2, and my C value, B is negative 2, and C is positive 2. So now I'm going to do my substitutions. Another common mistake students are doing is not writing down the quadratic formula for every problem. Every B value I'm going to put in as negative 2. Hopefully you noticed that I did not highlight the negative sign because that has to be there in the formula. And then every C value is going to be positive 2. Let's do the substitution. Angela, tell us what to write in there, please.
X equals 2 plus minus the square root of 4.
So B is negative 2, right?
I was really wrong. Alright, X equals minus negative 2 plus minus the square root of negative 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2 over negative 2 times 1.
Your A value is how much? Your A value is just 1. Alright, let's go ahead and simplify this. Ran out of space, so we're just going to work up here. Mariana, what is the opposite of negative 2? Keep going. Just tell me what to write. Negative 2 squared. Final answer? Thumbs up, thumbs down, class? Positive 4 is correct. Negative 4 times 1. And negative 4 times 2. Negative 8 is correct. All over 2 times 1 is 2. Alejandro? Simplify again. Tell me what to write.
X equals negative 2 plus minus.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean 2.
Keep going.
Plus or minus. Square root negative 4.
Good job. May, what are the factors of the square root of negative 4? Good. So 2 plus or minus. You said what?
Root negative 1.
Uh-huh.
Root negative 4.
Of 4, right? Partner A, tell partner B, what do you know about the square root of negative 1? Alicia, what is the square root of negative 1? Alicia, what's the square root of 4? All over 2. With your finger, show me what is the GCF. The GCF is a 2. So I'm going to have x equals 2. 2 times what equals 2? Plus or minus. 2 times something equals 2i. 1i or just I. And then this is over 2 times 1. Class, what happens to these 2's here? 2 divided by 2 is 1. You don't have to write 1, right? So our answer is just going to be 1 plus or minus I. Raise your hand if you got that. Okay. Now, this is what it means to solve. Let's write that. Solve. Solve in purple. X is equal to 1 plus or minus I. Now be careful. This represents just what x squared minus 2x plus 2 means. What does that mean? If you drew a graph, so this will kind of hopefully, just this part. This part is a quadratic that doesn't cross the x-axis. That's why there's imaginary roots. But this is a cubic function. So the cubic function is going to go through 0 and then have these other parts. So they're asked to factor this. So let's just finish this up. Let's see if we can squeeze it in there. And then yesterday we learned to put our factors in this thing called x minus. That's how we write our factors in. X minus. Zoom in for you as best I can. And in parentheses, another set of parentheses, those are my red ones, we're going to put in 1 plus I. So if you put your finger over the minus sign, you have 1 plus I. And then over here, you put your finger again, then you have 1 minus I. So to factor, you would have to have, let's see if we can highlight this in green. This would be my answer if I asked you to factor. X times x minus 1 plus I, parentheses, and then parentheses x minus 1 minus I. And those parentheses in red have to be there because then you would have to distribute the negative sign, but you don't have to. So, big idea. We were using the quadratic formula with get a complex solution and then put it back into the form factor.